Hey, what's up you guys, and happy Halloween weekend. I'm very excited for this video because I love Halloween and I love doing Halloween looks. Today I'm going to be using the new Wet n Wild collection, the Fire Dragon vs. Ice collection, and I'm going to be using that for a bunch of Halloween looks today. So let's get started. So since this is a Wet n Wild look today, I'm going to be using as many Wet n Wild products I already had, which includes the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter Pencil. I used that on my brows. I primed with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and Original, as well as the Smashbox plus Vlada Petal Metal Primer. And since I'm going to be choosing to do two different looks in one video, I already started my base with the Cosmetics CC Cream Illuminating Foundation in the shade Medium. So moving on, I'm going to be doing an Ice Queen look first, and then I'm going to be moving on to like a Fire Dragon Queen look. So for the Ice Dragon side, there are a few different products, and they're all more cool toned, obviously, because it fits in with the whole icy theme, and they're all like really nice, and I've never used them before, so this is my first time using them and reacting to them, so I'm really excited for this. So they have a nice Color Icon eyeshadow quad, and it comes with all these eyeshadows. This quad is called the Mythy Cool Creatures, which I think is adorable, and it even shows you, like, it says crease on this one, like brow bone, transition. So if this is like your first eyeshadow palette, this is really helpful to help you do your eyeshadow. It comes with two loose pigments. This one is called Tonight's Blue, and this one is called Ice Ice Lady. I love the puns that they have. It also comes with two Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Metallic Lipsticks. This one is called Icing on the Walls, and this one is called Shall We Slay. And there are also two highlighters. This blue one is called Halo Walkers, and this white one is called Winter Falls in LA. I think I'm going to be doing a combination of all of the eye products and highlighters, and then for the lipsticks I think I'm going to be doing something like an ombre look. So let's get started. So for my eye base, I'm going to be using this transition color. None of them have like names like other eyeshadow palettes do, so I'm just going to be using this one right over here. I'm going to be using brush 5 from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection. Using brush 6, I'm going to be going into my crease with this blue shade right here. Using brush 7, I'm going to use this purple shade on my eyelid. Using brush 10, I'm going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner with this shade right over here. Using brush 9, I'm going to be going back into my outer V with the shade Two Nights Blue from the loose pigments. Using brush 8, I'm going to be using Ice Ice Lady, and I'm going to press that down near my line. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to be first priming with the Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes Primer, and then I'm going to be using the NARS Climax Mascara. Okay, so my eyes are done. My first initial thoughts were that I really like these two loose pigments. I really like the colors, and I like how the silver shows up because it's not like a pure bright silver, but there's like a little bit of a different color shift in this. I like this color a lot. The quads were interesting. The blue color in my crease I feel like didn't blend out the way that I would have liked it to, and the eyelid shade also like didn't show up on my brush even after like digging into it, so I had to wet my brush with some setting spray first and then it showed up. But I really do like that purple shade a lot. I'm not too crazy about the crease shade, but like the brow bone and transition shade, those two are nice. They're very basic, nice colors, and they help tie the whole look together. Overall, it is a fun, like, dramatic, cool toned look though, so I still have high hopes. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Dare to Soar. I like it because it has a hummingbird on the print, and I like that the other Color Icon, like bronzers and highlighters in this collection, also have something printed onto it. To apply this brush, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Brush 400. I'm going to be using both highlighters for this look. I'm first going to go in with the blue one because I'm really excited about this one and I really wanted to check this one out. And then I'm going to use the white one all over my face. And to apply, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Brush 402. I really like these two highlighters. They have a really nice glow to them, and it's buildable too, so it doesn't have to be like a wild, crazy Halloween look if you don't want it to be, but I want it to be. But I like how this applied. I like how it looks on my skin, even though there are cooler tones and my skin and my undertones are more neutral based. But this looks nice, and when I take off my makeup to do the other look, I'm actually going to be using this highlighter because the other side doesn't have any highlighters. There's only two bronzers on that side. Now onto my lip, I'm going to first apply icing on the wall, and then in the middle I'm going to apply Shall We Slay. I really like how this blue shade looks on me, and I've never used any of the Wet n Wild like catsuit liquid lipsticks. But I do like the finish. However, in the middle I can tell that it's not as evenly spread out, so it's not as opaque in the middle, but that doesn't really matter since we're going to be doing an ombre look anyways. Okay, so now my lips are done. I really like this shade, especially in the center, because it brightens up the lip color a little bit, and it also just enhances my lips, since darker shades can make your lips more small if they're not, but this one like gives like a false plumping effect a little bit even. It is very drying. That's usually not a problem for me since that's what I expect from liquid lipsticks, but if you don't like how that feels, then you might not like this, but it is good for like Halloween, obviously, since they are really cheap. So if you're looking for like a dark lipstick or a Halloween colored lipstick, then this is a good like lipstick line for you. So there is the first look. If you're looking for like a Ice Queen, like Daenerys Targaryen vibes when she's wearing that blue dress, or like an Elsa vibe, and this is a really good way to enhance that because you can mix and match using the colors, and you can do whatever you want with the lipsticks and everything. So let's move on to the next look. So the next side looks like a lot of fun as well. It's the more warmer tones like Fire Dragon side. They also have an eyeshadow quad called Fit for a Queen with all these pretty warm colors here. They also have two loose pigments called Gilded Crown and Fire Rain. They also have two bronzers called Your Dragon, Me Down, and Queen's Land. And they have two of the catsuit metallic lipsticks in Queen's Blood and Redlings. I would have called this one Queen's Blood because it's red and metallic, but I guess this makes sense because it's more like golden-ish. So let's get started on the eyes. Using brush 5 from the BH Cosmetics Rose Gold collection, I'm going to be using this transition shade right over here. Using brush 6, I'm going to go in with the red crease color here into my crease. Using brush 10, I'm going to be using the brow bone shade onto my brow bone as well as the inner corners of my eyes. Using brush 7, I'm going to be using this gold eyelid shade right here onto my eyelid. Using brush 9, I'm going to be using the Color Icon Loose Pigment in Fire's Rain onto my outer V. Using brush 8, I'm going to be using the Color Icon Loose Pigment in Gilded Crown, and I'm going to be pressing that close to my lash line. To finish up my eye look, I'm going to be using the Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes Primer Mascara, and I'm going to be using the NARS Climax Mascara. Okay, so my eyes are done. I really love this, actually. The crease shade blended the way I wanted to. I like the colors a lot better. Like the brow bone shade is really pretty, and you can even use that as a eyelid shade. The gold also showed up really nicely. I'm not sure if that was because I had washed my brush and it was still like just a little bit wet, so you still needed like a wet brush. But overall, I really like this quad better than I liked the other one. And the loose pigments are also super pretty from this too. I really like their loose pigments. I've never used loose pigments before, so I'm really excited for these. I really love how these shades show up so well on my skin tone, and especially like with my hair and everything, they just like match so nicely together. And I'm really excited for the rest of the collection because the shades are so pretty. So I want to move on to the bronzers. There's two different ones. There's the Queenslands and You're Dragging Me Down. I think the You're Dragging Me Down is a little bit lighter than Queensland, so I'm going to be using this one since I'm not too dark. I think it's really good that they have like two different bronzers, because with highlighters you can play around with them, but like with bronzers, like for skin tones and everything, they kind of had that in mind. I still think this might be like too light for some other like darker skin tones out there, but they both do seem really pretty. To apply the bronzer, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Brush 200. I like how nicely the bronzer blended out, and I like how it warmed my face up a little bit because I am wearing a cooler toned highlighter. I also like how it still shows up, but you can build upon it a lot, which is really important for a bronzer to me, because you don't want to go in like too hard at first and then look muddy. You just want like a nice glow. For my lips, I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did before. I'm going to be using first the Redlings shade, and then I'm going to do an ombre look with Queen's Blood. I did have to put on some of my EOS lip balm because my lips, even after like taking off the lipstick, was still like really dry, so that's something to look out for. This shade is so pretty, and I think the chapstick did really good because it doesn't feel as like immediately drying as it did before. It's also like a really good red shade, so you could wear this like anytime because it is like a little metallic, but it's still not like too crazy where you would look like you are trying to wear a costume. I love how the gold looks over the red. It's such like a pretty and like deep shade, and like I said before, it does like make my lips look a little more fuller because the red is a little darker, so it's gonna make my mouth look smaller. But it's such a nice shade. I'm so excited to like finish up the look and reveal everything. Because I am going out later, I am gonna set with the Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. And there you have it! Of course, I had to throw in a little props because this was like a red queen kind of look. So my final thoughts for the other side, Clearly I like it a lot more because I can wear it a lot more, but I was surprised at how like practical everything on the other side was. Like you can wear these shades to like school or something and it's not too out there. You can wear this like red lipstick or this more like bronzy lipstick without drawing too much attention to yourself if that's what you are, if you don't want it, but you can also like play it up and make it look more dramatic, obviously, if you want to, which is why I think this is also like a really good Halloween look. And even the bronzers, like they're not crazy colors like the cooler tone sides are, and that's good because you want to keep using these products even when it's not Halloween or like a holiday anymore. Overall, I did really like this collection. I'm excited that I'm getting to try like more things that I didn't try before, like the Wet n Wild catsuit lipsticks and the highlighters, which I was really excited about, as well as more bronzers because I don't have a lot and I want to use more different ones. I do have some tips. I think for the cooler tone sides, at least, go in with like a very light hand when you're blending out the crease, because that's what I did for this one, and that's why I like how the crease blends out better. And also like wet your brush when you're doing your eyelid shade. And also very important, the pigments don't come out that easily, so you're gonna have to like tap on the bottom into the cap for when you want them to come out. But overall, this is like a very easy way to get a like cute Halloween look or just an everyday look if you want to. Like everything is spelled out for you, which is really good, especially for like makeup beginners who want to do something a little bit more glam but aren't too sure how. So like all the words on the quads, they're very helpful, and these are very good for beginners. I'm a little surprised by the formula. I knew Wet n Wild was having like a rebranding. Like the formula and everything feels like very high quality. Like it feels very similar to Tarte's formula actually. Overall, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I love doing videos like these. I love to do reviews and unboxings and tell you guys what I think from my perspective. So if you're interested in more videos like this, I've already filmed a video for the Tarte Sweet Escape palette, which I'm really excited to show you guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe and share, and all the links that you should follow me on are going to be down in the description below, as well as the list of products that I used. Comment any questions that you might have for me down below or on my Instagram or my Twitter, and please have a fun, have a safe, and have a very happy Halloween. Bye guys!